Hey guys, Gambital here with another boss guide, and this week's boss is called the Scion of the Void. Scion of the Void is a 230 general with flying. This general deals double damage on counterattacks, and what that means is if you send in a minion to attack him, or if you attack him with your general, whenever he retaliates and counterattacks, instead of doing his regular 2 damage, he will do 4 damage to you. Now, on top of this effect, he also has the ability of whenever he deals damage, he will restore that much health to himself. So if he flies over and deals 2 damage to something, he gets 2 health. And the 2 health will trigger first before he actually takes the retaliation damage. So like if he's at 30 health and he flies over, attacks a 2-attack minion, he won't get the 30, he'd be at 28 health because he doesn't get the lifesteal effects. However, whenever he counterattacks, let's say you send in a 4-attack minion, he'll take 4 damage and go down to 26 health. And then he retaliates, deals double damage, so instead of dealing the 2 damage back to this 4-4, he deals 4 damage back to the 4-4. He then heals for 4, and effectively he has taken no damage. So you can't affect him without a minion of more than 4 attack, or with spells, or better yet, try to force him to attack your minions. That's right, I'm talking about Provoke. Now let's get into why Provoke is so important for most of the strategies revolving around being this guy. Provoke's will lock down his position since he's a flying minion. If you can keep him stuck where he's at, he can't just follow around your general. So placing down a Provoke to lock him down is essential to a lot of strategies. Now, how you want to beat this guy, you can go full on Provoke. Let's say you're playing Lionar, for instance, and you are up to your old classic Divine Bond shenanigans against this boss, where you set down an Iron Cliff Guardian, and then you just Divine Bond it, and he can't go anywhere with this 1310 Provoke minion just stopping him from where he's going while it beats his face. There's that way you can go, where you go full on, I'm gonna buff this Provoke and keep it healed up perhaps, or you could just use a good amount of Provokes to keep his position locked down. Meanwhile, your general places a bunch of ranged minions, snipe him down, and he can't get his retaliation effect or lifesteal effect from this, and that could be another way that you take down this boss. Another strategy that's a little more straightforward is you can burn him down with spells. Sonkai and Vanar and Magmar are probably the best ones to do for this kind of strategy. With Sonkai, you could do the typical, spell Sonkai with some Blood Rage Mask and Four Winds Magi's, and also place down a couple Heartseekers and just try to burn him down and avoid his lifesteal effect while you keep him locked down with a Provoke. Or you could be Magmar. We're playing a Starhorn deck with the Decimus combo. Decimus is a minion that whenever the opponent draws a card, he deals 2 damage to it, and then you play cards that force the opponent to draw a bunch of cards in your hero power, and you just burn them down that way. That's another way you could do it. Speaking of Magmar, another way you could go about beating this boss is by using the grow effects, or just grow minions in general. This boss, as you'll come to find out, doesn't have a whole lot of hard removal. His only removal option that I have seen him play to worry about is Dark Transformation, which is just point and click, kill this guy, get a 1/1 Wraithling. But yeah, grow minions, like I said, he doesn't have a lot of hard removal, so if you can just get yourself a giant minion like, I don't know, a Colossus, the 1/7 that grows for 4 each turn, just let him grow up and be a giant lizard thing, and walk over and slap the Scion of the Void in the face with the giant lizard thing. That should work out pretty well. Aside from just like any faction specific strategies, in general, you will want to be sure that your deck has a way to remove or dispel any of his Dying Wish minions that can prove troublesome for you. For instance, he runs Vorpal Reavers, which are 6/6 celerity minions, and whenever they die, they spawn 6 Wraithlings. And some of y'all are very familiar with this minion already, and know how nasty it is if it actually sticks to the board and gets to waylay your general for 12 damage, while threatening to put down 6 bodies after it's finally dead. There's that minion. There's the annoying Night Watcher that he does seem to run 3 of. It's a 2/4 with Force Field, and Rush basically does not work while it's on the field. So if you have Obelisk, your dervishes cannot do anything. They just kind of sit there and die. You can't play Mechanical War Beast. I mean, you can, but it won't have the rush, and that's kind of bad. And yeah, just you probably want to try to have some way to deal with this minion if it matters to your deck. Doesn't matter, great. Just also make sure you just have decent removal for anything big that he throws at you. And last but not least, some good neutral cards to run are both featured in this video. The Sojourner is a very good card draw engine for this, simply because it starts play with 2 Gores on the field, which are battle pets, that whenever they die, they spawn in a random corner. If you place the Sojourner next to these Gores, they will run up and attack the Sojourner, and they only deal 1 damage to the Sojourner, so Sojourner can get you at least 2 cards, usually. If not, she can eventually draw you all 5 cards for each point of health she has. So Sojourner, put it in your deck if you need card draw. It's very good at controlling the Gores. And like I said, Provoke's essential to a lot of these strategies, so another amazing neutral to put in your decks is Duelyst. Duelyst is a 5/3 with Dying Wish that summons a 0/10 Tombstone with Provoke near your general. The Tombstone's very good at locking down the Scion of the Void. If you can keep the board controlled long enough, this will block at least 5 attacks from the Scion. That's about it. Good luck to you in your fight against the Scion of the Void, and I'll see you next time.